Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago, and welcome to the Bourse Report. Today, we take a look at the performance of Ansa McAL for the financial year ended December 2016. And as we can see from our first graph, earnings per share by Ansa McAL was down around 9.9% for the year, from $4.45 to $4.01, while revenue also declined around 3.4% from $6.2 billion to still a very healthy 6 billion TT equivalent. As we can see, operating profit declined some 5.7% from $1.18 billion to $1.11 billion, while profit before tax still stayed above the billion-dollar mark, but although being down 4.8% from $1.16 billion to $1.1 billion. There was a measurable increase in the taxation expense from $271 million to $304 million, or a 12.1% increase, and that resulted overall in profits after tax falling some $88 million from $891 million to $803 million TT dollars. There were two one-off expenses incurred during the financial year by Ansa McAL, one being a fire, expenses related to a fire at its Carib Glass factory, and the second being some changes to corporate taxation expense provisions, which increased its taxation expense, as we see, and of course decreased profit after tax. Excluding these one-off expenses and making some adjustments, earnings per share would have come in similar fashion to the financial 2015 level of $4.45. Let's take a closer look at its segment revenues year on year. And as we can see, in terms of the automotive trading and distribution segment, revenues fell from about $2.7 to $2.6 billion. And the automotive and trading segment accounts for just about 43% of group revenues, while manufacturing, packaging, and brewing, its second largest segment, was relatively stable at around $2.1 billion. There was a measurable increase in the insurance and financial services segment from $720 to $767 million on account of very commendable performance by Ansa Merchant Bank Limited, whose total operating income was up 12.9%. And there was some softer performance in the media, retail, services, and parent segment on account of around a 22% decline in revenues from Guardian Media Limited, leading to a decline in overall revenues in this segment from $618 to $469 million TT dollars. So what can we expect, as investors would be asking, going forward? Well, in terms of the manufacturing and brewing sector, this should continue to perform in a relatively stable fashion, being a somewhat less cyclical segment relative to the economy. The insurance and financial services segment should continue to perform well, while it could be anticipated that the media segment may continue to face some challenges. And why is this the case? Well, in the first instance, in a weaker economy, ad spend by companies generally tends to be a bit on the lower side. And there's also, secondly, a growing trend of social media and online advertising, which has the tendency to be more targeted, focused, and measurable in the eyes of marketing campaigners. Looking at the automotive segment, we note that new motor vehicle sales in Trinidad and Tobago has been on the decline. In fact, in 2015 versus 2016, there was a 13.7% decline in the number of new units sold, total motor vehicles sold. And based on available data year-to-date for the months of January and February 2017, that trend has continued. In fact, there has been a 22% decline in units sold in 2017, January and February, relative to the number of units sold in 2016 for the same comparable period. So, at a price of $66.43, Ansa McAL is trading at a PE multiple, or price earnings multiple, of around 16.6 times. And here we can see the earnings performance of the last 3 fiscal years. And based on 2016's performance, we are somewhere back to 2014 levels in terms of earnings power. And we are trading just above, well, Ansa McAL is trading just above its 3-year average of 16.1 times. Now, the stock did declare, the company did declare a dividend of $1.20 final, taking its total dividends for fiscal 2016 up to $1.50, which is an increase from the $1.40 declared in the year prior. How does Ansa McAL stack up to some of its peers? Well, it's a bit more highly valued relative to its peers from a price earnings multiple basis, with Massey trading at around 10.3 times, Greece at 12.5 times PE, and McAL, as we said, at 16.6 times, and the sector average being just around 13.1 times. So on the basis of relatively stable performance, but in light of a slowing local economy, but growing dividends as well for the company, Bourse maintains its neutral rating on Ansa McAL. And finally, for those investors still interested in investing in the First Citizens additional public offering, the offer period was extended a further 2 weeks from the initial closing date of March 24th, which was last Friday, until Friday, April 7th, 2017. So if you have not yet taken advantage of this opportunity, you still have some time to do so. That's it for this week's edition. For more information on these and other investing themes, give us a call at 628-9100, email us at invest@boursefinancial.com, and to read our full review on Ansa McAL as well as Ansa Merchant Bank, visit our website at bourseinvestment.com. Have yourselves a great investing week. This has been the Bourse Report.